Welcome, I'm Ken Mitten. I'm a associate professor in the I Research Institute, and I'm currently your elected president of the Oakland University chapter of the AAUP. Your executive director, Scott Barnes, is our one and only full-time employee of the association, and please keep in mind that you should always contact Scott Barnes if you have any questions about anything related to your career, profession, and experiences here at the university, and if you have any questions about your employment contract or agreement. Our website is oaklandaaup.org. The mission of the AAUP as a national organization since 1915 has been to defend academic freedom and to promote shared governance at colleges and university campuses. The AAUP has had an important role in defining professional standards in academia and also promoting the economic security for faculty and also graduate students. The AAUP organizes supporters to improve higher education, and at Oakland University, approximately 800 faculty belong to our association. 580 are full-time and just over 230 are part-time. The officers of your chapter are elected by you, faculty, the membership. The executive committee meets at least twice a month typically, and we also have an advisory forum that meets monthly now. The advisory forum is made up of representatives from each of your units. They are your colleagues. Your working conditions are defined by the collective bargaining agreement. Contacting us. Again, Scott Barnes, our executive director. Full-time, you can contact him. His extension is 2005 or barnes@oakland.edu. The chapter website again, oaklandaaup.org. On our website, you can always obtain documents such as the contract and read the chapter bylaws. You can read past messages and news to you, the faculty. Much of what we email is also posted on the website. You can track current issues being pursued on behalf of faculty. Our chapter Facebook page, Oakland University AAUP and Friends. If you use Facebook a lot, please look for the information there. The state of Michigan recognizes the AAUP as the bargaining organization for Oakland University faculty. Our faculty agreements are typically 3 years. They have been historically. The current agreement for the first time is a 5-year agreement. And in our last bargaining, starting this in summer of 2015, that was a proposal made by, in fact, us, your association. Bargaining team members, when we do have a bargaining year, full and part-time faculty are selected and approved by the membership. We always have legal advice from Robert Feder from Miller Cohn Agency, and we also have member faculty, many that have JDs and are basically lawyers as well as professors. The Michigan Employment Relations Commission often provides mediation at the request of the faculty's bargaining team, often when we're getting down to, say, August and September in a bargaining year. The agreement. The agreement that governs your employment here and your promotion and tenure situation is a mature agreement, which just simply means it's a contract that's been around for quite a number of years and it's evolved and changed over many years. It's a minimum base type of contract. It sets minimums for salary and benefits that the university needs to provide to you or agrees to provide to you. They can provide you with more, but there's a minimum. It defines the academic titles, the rights of the association, and the rights of the university management. Some of the sections that we'll go through, mostly in order as you would find them in the agreement. The agreement has language to define faculty employment, reemployment and tenure, layoff and recall, discipline and discharge, professional responsibilities, salary of full-time non-visiting faculty, compensation for visiting faculty, compensation for special lecturers, duration of salary and payment options, insurances, tuition benefit. Only the faculty version is a zero-cost design for the university. We'll talk more about that in a later slide. Retirement, faculty travel, leaves with pay, unpaid and partial leaves, academic librarians, work or business interruption, grievance procedure, guarantee of rights, department chairperson, appointment dates, and the university calendar. Tenure at Oakland University. If you are tenure track, tenure evaluations are measured in 3 areas: research, teaching, and service. This is typical of many university systems, actually in many Western countries, including the United States. All faculty reviews are bound by the general guidelines provided in the university standards, and these are also published on page 88 of the current agreement. Each unit has created also a set of specific guidelines that conforms with the general principles established in those university standards, but the guidelines are developed by the unit and go into effect after approval by the Provost's office. What is tenure track really? Often brand new faculty and often the general public seems to have the impression that this means that somehow professors can no longer be fired and they can do whatever they want once they get tenure. Of course, it doesn't mean that at all. It does, however, mean that due process and longer notice times would have to be provided to somebody if you were being let go, or if a faculty member was deemed to not be doing the job that they should be doing, there would be a due process to prove that, to try to correct that, and to then finally have a final judgment and consequences. 71% of OU faculty are tenure track faculty. Non-tenure track positions in the United States on average now account for over 70% of instructional staff appointments. Fortunately, we really have much more than that at Oakland University. We believe that tenured faculty do benefit this university and our students. It provides long-term stability and experience within the university faculty. Also, faculty that are on tenure track have had to pass minimal standards defined for teaching, scholarship, and service. They've been through at least 2 pre-employment or re-employment reviews called the C1 and C2 in our agreement, and the C4 review for the promotion to associate professor with tenure. Many of us are reviewed also by external experts in our field, external to Oakland University at the C2 and C4 review level. Our students basically, because of our tenure track system, really learn from many faculty who do write the textbooks. If you're new and in the tenure track, please regularly review your unit's tenure and promotion documents and workload criteria. The norms for your academic discipline will vary from those of your colleagues in other units at the university. Develop a network of mentors who have experience in Oakland's tenure process, associate and full professors from your own department, and maybe others as well. Attend any tenure workshops when they are scheduled. The Provost's office also runs programs like this at the university and sponsors them. Use experience from your early reemployment reviews, C1 and C2. Use these to strengthen your record for the final C4 review. If these reviews go as they are planned, C1 and C2, you should be getting feedback that really indicates if you're on track, what you should be paying attention to, so there should be really no surprises to you when you get to the C4 review. Promotion from assistant to associate professor, of course, is linked to the granting of tenure at Oakland University. The agreement also has several appendixes. Research and full-time adjunct faculty. There's one to talk about the formulas that affect our student-faculty ratio. University standards for reemployment and tenure. Report of compensated outside professional work. fall semester calendars, other qualified adults and dependents, the rights and responsibilities under the FMLA legislation, healthcare coverage, market adjustment raise procedures. The special note here that there's also a note that the faculty in our School of Medicine are not covered by the Oakland AAUP agreement, even though AAUP faculty in the Senate and as a whole voted to create the School of Medicine as a unit in 2009, just a few weeks before the close of bargaining. We basically, as the AAUP, were told that none of the SOM faculty would be part of the AAUP. I want to say something about faculty tuition benefit and course overrides. Many employee groups at Oakland University have tuition benefits. As faculty, if you're full-time faculty, your tuition benefits are more than for most employee groups at the university. They basically cover 90% of tuition. That's a very good faculty benefit. However, our tuition benefit is also the only one designed to be cost neutral for Oakland, and it's a very positive recruitment tool for new faculty at the university. Faculty in our agreement extend professional courtesy to each other's members benefit students by adding one extra seat to the course enrollment without receiving extra compensation. Faculty also pay 10% of the tuition fee to cover the administration costs at the university. Furthermore, faculty tuition benefit students cannot bump regular paying students from courses that have equipment or station limitations. Oakland University is required to track and monitor this. So it's important, if you're new into the system here as a professor, if you use the faculty tuition benefit, notify the instructor to make sure they know to add an extra seat to the class. If you have faculty tuition benefit students in your class, make sure that there is an extra seat assigned to your class for each of those students. And this process will ensure that that faculty benefit is available for when you might want to use it. So I'd just like to end by saying, if you think any situation affecting you may be impacted by your contract or agreement, please contact Scott Barnes as soon as possible. You can contact him and meet with him and speak about various issues with full confidentiality. Please note there are contractual time limits for initiating corrective actions which start on the day of awareness. Often it's 30 days. So if something is affecting your work or employment here and you think there's some kind of a violation of contract language that could help you, please inform Scott Barnes as soon as possible and we can help you with that. Thank you very much.